Hey, this is Jan from New York City, and my channel name is Jan from New York City Saves Money. I also save time, effort, energy, and even sometimes sanity. I am super stoked about tonight's show. And why? Because this is the first ever episode of Success Stories. Yes, a show by which we talk about the successes of other guests that come on the show, and they come on and tell us their particular unique story. Tonight, I just so happen to have a wonderful person. Her name is Lisa Miller. She started off as a subscriber, a viewer of this channel from practically like day one. But wait, before I forget, I have to do a countdown. Be right back. And before I forget, if you are brand new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you are a veteran here like Lisa, thank you, thank you, thank you. If you're just dropping by to say hi, hello, and I hope you stick around. I'm going to pull up Lisa right now. Lisa!
Hi, Jan.
It is so nice to see you.
It is so great to see you as well.
You know, Lisa was actually telling the folks, Lisa was actually on the show about what was November, near Thanksgiving time, correct?
Somewhere in there.
Yes. So sometime in the late fall. And when I just saw Lisa again just now, I literally, and you could verify this through Lisa, I literally jumped back because, well, congratulations on your weight loss. I'm so happy for you. Lisa, would you like to take, no, thank you for being here and sharing your story. Now, you didn't just jump into weight loss, but before we even talk about weight loss at all, would you be so kind to give us a little bit of a background as to who you are or what you do?
Yes, I'm currently a nurse full-time with a non-for-profit agency as a developmental disabilities nurse. And I'm also per diem with a national company as a developmental disabilities nurse. I'm a wife of 38 years and a grandmother to a 8-year-old grandson.
Oh, that is absolutely so wonderful. That is so cool. And hope your grandson enjoys the purple background. But you know what? I want to switch it to the green for a second. Let's see. There you go. This is for your grandson.
Thank you. He's gonna love it.
Oh, thank you. Congratulations, Lisa, on making a decision. Now, I struggle with weight issues my whole life. I can literally look at pictures and identify what year it was based on how heavy or not as heavy as I am. Oh, yeah, that was back in 2010. I remember that. Oh, yeah, that was back in 2019. I remember that. And it's kind of like sounds humorous, but at the end of the day, obesity is actually not humorous. Did you have like any like struggles or difficulties with people that don't understand like how it is to be obese? I know that this is not in the formal list of questions, but I was just wondering if you in fact ever, run into anyone, in situations like that for yourself. Just saying, just curious.
Actually, I've had a family member say something and it totally like, whoa, wait a minute. How can you be so judgmental? And that's how I felt. And then I had to look at her and I'm like, okay, I know where the source is. So, but at that time I was happy.
Yes, it's never easy. So, okay, so you work in the medical background. And just curious, have you ever had weight issues before? I mean, like prior to 10 years, or is it just like a fairly recent thing or?
All my life, I've done the yo-yo bit where when I got married, I was, I think, in a size 12, 14. And then by the year 2016, I ballooned up to over 300 pounds.
Okay, never ever simple. Never ever simple, talking about weight, because weight is such a personal issue. And unfortunately, I think we still live in a society that judges people by weight. Now, I've run into this one, and this sounds kind of like a little bit embarrassing, but people have said, "Oh, I'm sure you've heard this yourself. You have such a pretty face."
Yeah.
No comment.
Scratch.
I have to say this publicly for anyone who's watching. Overweight people know that they are overweight. No one has to tell them. No one has to remind them. They know it. They know it by the clothes they have to wear. They know it by the faces and not everyone is that way, but an overweight person knows it already. You don't have to remind them. Just saying. Anyway,
Exactly.
Sorry about that interlude, but had to get it off
It's
my
all
chest.
good.
It's the truth. So do you recall like the main thing that projected you to make this decision to lose, weight in this manner that you did? Wait, before I begin, okay, this is important that everyone knows this. Lisa made a decision for herself to go the gastric bypass route. This channel is not in any way, shape, manner, or form. Neither is Lisa. She is not recommending anything like this for anyone else. This was her chosen choice for herself, made between herself and her medical situation. Not Jan, not Lisa. Just saying. Thank you. I had to throw a disclaimer in there, Lisa.
That's great. Thank you, Jan. I appreciate it. I would
You're
like to show a picture of what I was before.
Well, wait, Lisa, I want to get you on a solo layout for this one. Let me get you on the solo, okay? Takes a second. I don't know why it does it like this, pulling me up first. It's not me, but anyway, go ahead, dear. No.
Yeah.
No. And this was about what year?
It was 2016. I, like you, can look and say, okay, there's the timeline.
Right.
This
Always
was
great.
in 2019. I was in where they hold Mardi Gras, Louisiana.
Uh-huh. You look like you were losing a little bit there. Were you in a transition stage then, getting ready, or
No, this was another year before.
Oh, okay.
But this
Could
was
be the
part of
picture.
it.
Yeah.
This was in 2018
Yeah.
with my boss.
Yeah.
This was in 2012.
And this is you.
Yep.
Wow. Change.
And this is 2018.
May I ask you a question? To the best
Sure.
of your knowledge, was that around your highest at that?
Yes.
That was? Okay.
Yep. My highest weight ever has been 310 pounds.
Okay. And you had a little bit of an interesting story in the briefing in the green room about when you were taking someone to the doctor with you. What was that conversation?
I was at the doctor's office with my mom, and I happened to see the little lady next to me, and they said she weighed 111 pounds, and I went, that's my whole body weight. That's a whole body that I've just lost. I mean, it was a wonderful comparison just to see what this little lady looked like.
That's incredible. And you know what, Lisa, for true and for real, now we don't get to like physically see each other often. I mean, we can, we have communicated on chats in the past, but life gets busy, you get busy, and I'll mention something that you're going to announce in a minute or two. But the thing is, I absolutely see an incredible difference. If the video still exists, the November one with you in it, if I could try to find that and pull it up, if I don't have it, I'm sorry, but if I could link it up, you could see a video difference from how you look back in November. So like a video journal. You could keep a video journal of yourself every month.
True. Good thought.
Like Money Mom. You're familiar with Money Mom, right? I'm sure you're a subscriber for a long time.
I
Money
sure
Mom
am.
every month. She's on a weight loss journey. Every month she'll, report her changes, whatever. I'm sure if she ever wanted to, all she has to do is line up all of her videos in succession. Think about that for a second. And like visually look at the transformation. That's got to be incredible.
It really is. And I definitely have seen Money Mom's journey, and she looks amazing.
Unbelievable. Some people think that getting gastric bypass surgery is the lazy way out, the easy way out. What is your thought on that? I don't think it's the lazy way. I'm just guesstimating. Hello, bird clock. I'm not guesstimating. I don't know. Yeah, it's official. My mom's saying hello, Lisa. But so I don't know why some people feel that way, but isn't it difficult no matter what you do?
It is very difficult. Each person has to decide on what's right for them. It took me over 3 years to come to the decision, and 2 different surgical groups to make the choice.
Right.
And it's a very difficult choice to make because it's a way of life that I have to live for the rest of my life.
Right.
And I'm good with that.
And you're good with that. I understand that you had to attend a couple of actual seminars for this. Is that so?
I did. The first one, they actually had the people come and talk to us, and they showed their before and after pictures, and it was fantastic. I'm like, okay, this is for me. I wasn't ready.
And you were not ready.
I wasn't ready. I let it go on a couple more years until I found the group I'm going to now, and I still had to sit through another seminar, and it was a video. And then I had made my choice, and I started this right at the height of the pandemic.
Oh my gosh, that had to be nothing but challenging, to say the least, Lisa. With all the surrounding things. But what's good, we're still going to continue on with weight loss success questions and stuff like that. But you have an announcement, and you kind of just gave it to me a minute ago before we went on. What's the announcement? Make it official.
I am ready to start my channel.
Bravo!
The only thing I don't know is what to do. Jan and I have chatted a long time.
Yes, we did.
Probably 2 years.
Well,
I'm ready.
Some crochet. You wanted to do some crochet lessons, if I'm not mistaken, at one point.
Mm-hmm.
Are you still in crafting?
I am.
So would you, just curious, would you like to do things of a tutorial nature, or this is what I did and here's, whatever, or you're not sure?
I'm not sure. So that's why I would like the audience to give me ideas. I mean, I love to cook.
Anybody
I have
a willing to comment, please do help Lisa out. You guys know by now her crafts. I've shown them near Christmas and featured them throughout the year. Lisa's a very multi-talented person, and any advice on what direction she may think about going in for a YouTube channel is welcome, welcome, welcome.
Plus, keep it in a budget.
Well, listen, nobody could get more bare bones budget than this channel. I'm telling you, my super chats have helped me get some of my new equipment, and super chats are always appreciated when I go live. I always put them to great use. No, you have to keep it budget friendly to where you are. Okay. And here's my personal advice to you. Do not give up. I almost threw in the towel 1 year into it. Just keep going, keep going, keep going, and you will keep growing and growing and growing. But let's go back to your weight loss. Congratulations on finally 100% making that decision. When are you going to start your channel? You don't know what you're doing yet.
I would like to give it in the next 2 weeks.
Okay, so time constraint. So keep those comments coming in. That'd be great, Lisa. You will get comments, I'm quite sure. So
thank you.
No, thank you. I'm really happy for you. And the minute you launch, you will get a channel mention. Just saying, Lisa. So I'm excited to hear about certain milestones. How does it feel being 111 pounds lighter? Is that how much? Or 114? I think you said today.
114.
I
114.
How does it feel?
Some of the miles. Pardon me?
How does it feel physically?
Amazing. My bones and joints don't ache like they used to. I'm
Yeah.
able to do more stuff, such as sit down on the floor with my grandson.
Oh my gosh, when you told me that one last week and a half, whenever it was recently, when you told me that one, I was absolutely beyond happy for you. Because if I sit down on the floor, my grandson, I have two grandsons, he's not going to sit down on the floor at me, 116, but the other one is, the youngest one is just turning 2 in July. Literally, I'll probably have to crawl to a chair and then adjust myself up. But
That's what I used to do.
Yeah, well, that's because I'm a big girl. I make no bones about it. I've always worked on it, on and off, on and off, on and off. But you have to be truly committed. I think that's the word, committed. Yeah.
Yes. Definitely committed.
You walk a ton.
I do.
What is a typical exercise walking regimen like for you, for example, today?
I'm going out walking later today. We're going to take our grandson with his bike, and I will do 2 loops at a state park, probably 10 miles from my house. And our grandson rides his bike, and we do the 2 loops, and it's 1.5 miles, 1 loop. So it'll be 3 miles today.
That's 3 miles. When you were at 310 pounds, could you have fathomed the thought of 3 miles walking per day?
No, not at all. I remember when I was in New York City in 2019 and walking around Central Park, every 10th of a mile, I had to sit and rest.
Yes. That's what's good about Central Park. You do have a lot of places to sit along the way, but not every place does.
Thank the Lord.
Yes, yes,
Right.
yes. Well, that's absolutely wonderful. I mean, those milestones are just fantastic. And I know you have a special event that you'll be going to in a couple of months. So it's going to be interesting shopping for the special event, a wedding or something to that effect. So that's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Wow. Amazing.
I love shopping for new clothes.
Sure, of course. I am truly so happy for you. So wondering, is maintenance going to be a challenge, maintenance of this?
Yes.
Okay.
I see some of my old habits wanting to creep back, and ice cream was my big downfall.
Yeah.
I used to be able to eat a certain brand name, and I could eat the whole pint myself.
Oh, I believe it.
I've had ice cream since, and I have the serving size, and for that whole pint, it's 4 servings. So I have it over a week for 4 servings.
So you stretch it out during the entire week now?
Yep.
As opposed
Before
to
I wouldn't.
As opposed to a short period of time in the past.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. This right here is my serving size.
Aha. So are you saying that you literally use these things as a point of measure?
Yes.
So that's key.
I do.
Because our minds, I agree with you on that, because our mind's version of a serving is certainly not what the manufacturer's of the product is.
That was my size of serving.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So did you buy special? Are those special, or you just use regular things with a measurement on it?
I've had these.
Okay.
Because, I pack my lunch every day that I go to work because I want to know what I'm eating. And Here's another little one. Like I might put a hard-boiled egg in this.
Ah, I bet you know the
This
calorie count of a hard-boiled egg offhand.
I do. 70.
I bet. I was going to say 80. All right, 70. That works.
And I believe there's 6 grams of protein
Yeah, no. If
in
you
one
eat
egg.
one hard-boiled egg, you just don't feel hungry because of the protein, which is great.
Exactly. And protein is my big thing in my diet.
That's your go-to diet. What foods do you like totally avoid?
Anything greasy.
Greasy,
Mm-hmm.
sugary, I'm going to assume. No sugar.
I've had a little bit of sugar
Mm-hmm.
and what else do I? Sorry.
That's okay.
Definitely anything fried.
All right. So, okay. This is interesting. So, stay away from fried foods.
Mm-hmm. If I
Okay.
want something like, say, a piece of fish, I'll put it in my air fryer.
Thank goodness for air fryers. Love,
Yes.
love, love. They save you time. They save you effort. They save you fat. They save you calories. They are a true blessing. I made a grilled sandwich that I posted a couple of weeks ago in a video. Everyone's like, oh, that looks so good. No fat on it. Like if you want like a grilled turkey, for example, just put it on your bread. You can just put on your bread, nothing else on it. If you just love the turkey, or maybe if you want to slice up a tomato, you could throw that in there. Put it in. A few minutes later, you got a beautiful sandwich. It's just heavenly.
Without the butter.
No. And and you're saving money too because you're not using expensive butter. Think of it that way too. So I recommend air fryers. If there's anything I do recommend, no disclaimer, get an air fryer, everyone.
I have a special grill that like makes paninis, and I use that as my sandwich maker.
Cool.
And I don't put butter or anything. Like one of my favorites is turkey, a slice of cheese, roasted red peppers, and whole grain bread, and it's the like 45 calorie a slice.
Yes.
And I put it in that panini maker with no butter, no oil, no nothing. Save a lot of calories.
Lisa, excuse me, I'm sorry I tripped over you vocally. Lisa, you're saying a really good thing in reference to bread. There are breads, which is like white fluff, those companies should be out of business. I call that little kitty bread. Okay. The ones that we grew up on. It's amazing we're still here to talk about it. And then there's good quality whole grain bread that doesn't necessarily taste so grainy. You could get one that's like kind of a light version. And that's like what you just described, only 45 calories a slice.
And about 5 miles from my house, we have a bakery outlet.
Do you?
Yeah, so I'm able to get the breads a lot cheaper.
Nice.
Than paying full price.
Lisa, do you want to add anything to this? Are you good?
I'm good. If anybody has any questions, feel free to ask in your comment section because I have nothing to hide at this point.
Good.
And I have one more. Anybody?
Thank you, Lisa.
And if I can help anyone.
You're wonderful. I have one more question for you. Would you say that now that your weight has really become under control, is that part of the reason that you're ready now to go forward doing the channel?
I honestly believe yes.
So it helps sometimes when people lose weight, they increase their confidence level?
Oh, my confidence level has increased like tremendously. I have a bucket list. And one of the things on there is to go horseback riding. I haven't done that since I was 13.
Wow.
And here I am, 57 years old. And when we were in the Grand Canyon in 2018, I wanted to go horseback riding, but their limit was 250 pounds.
Is that? I
Mm-hmm.
never thought of it that there would be a weight limit trying to go horseback riding.
Yes.
I never thought of that. Wow. Well, that's true because certain rides at amusement parks, you cannot get on the
Mm-hmm.
ride if you're beyond a certain weight. That's true.
Right. True.
Wow. But now you could.
I can.
Nice.
And I'm
I'm
going
so
to.
happy for you. Well, Lisa, I don't know how to thank you so much for coming upon the show and being on the very, very first Success Story show. And, we live in such a negative world, Lisa. We hear a lot of negative news. You turn it on, it just makes you feel bad. I want to bring a show on here every once in a while, a feel good show, a show reminding us of the simple joys and simple but huge successes for the individual and act as an inspiration for others, just like you're acting as an inspiration for me. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for being here. Lisa, don't go away because when I press the end broadcast button, you stay right there, okay? But in the meantime, this has been Jan. You're welcome. Thank you. In the meantime, this has been Jan from New York City. Thank you so much for viewing. Why? Because I really do appreciate who? You. Don't forget to come back in the future, and don't forget to click, like, share, and kindly consider subscribing to this channel if you have not done so. There's a little button in the little red button in the corner. All you have to do is tap that if you have a laptop or a regular computer. Doesn't work on other devices, unfortunately, but that's the easiest way to subscribe. Have an amazing day, Lisa, and everyone else. Good night, everybody. Come back again real soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.